Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Everybody is talking, including the Northerners, over the fact that Wike has made up his mind to put fire even in Bauchi State, far away Bauchi State, that is definitely not his constituency. Well, they have decided to send warning not just to Wike but also to the national security. Is literally calling on the president to act now. Of course, also Rivers OOD, that's Ogoni people have also decided to send very strong warning to Bola Ahmed Tinubu ahead of 2027 election, all also on Yesom Wike. Before we go into the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Let's hit the ground running. Now, the Northerners, under the aegis of the coalition of the Northern groups CNG, have condemned the Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister Yesom Wike for his recent vow to set fires in Bauchi State and other parts of northern Nigeria. Now, the group described Wike's comment as bandits-like outbursts that reflect a pattern of behavior seen throughout his political career. Now, in a statement signed by its national coordinator, Comrade Jamilu Aliyu Charanchi, the CNG expressed deep concern and disappointment that an individual with such conduct holds a significant position in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. And the group stressed that Wike's remarks were not just an attack on Bauchi State, but also a direct threat to the peace and stability of northern Nigeria. And CNG warned that they do not take Wike's threat lightly and are fully prepared to confront him on anyone who believes they can destabilize the northern region. The group criticized Wike's appointment to a high-ranking position within the federal capital, within the federal government, calling it a tragedy for Nigeria. The coalition urged the President Tinubu to reconsider the inclusion of individuals who display such volatile and unrefined attitudes in his government, arguing that the nation deserves leaders committed to unity and peace rather than those who engage in divisive rhetorics. Recall that Wike had, during the state congress at the People's Democratic Party Secretariat in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, threatened to put fire in the state of governors who opposed him. He said, and I quote him, "Let me assure all of you, not while we live will anybody take away the structure of PDP from us. But let me tell people, I hear some governors who say they will take over the structure and give back to somebody. I pity those governors because I will put fire in their state. When God has given you peace, you say you don't want peace. Anything you see, you take. Because I heard they got some money from a signature bonus, and so their heads are getting big that you will put a hand in my own state. Prepare, because I have a capacity to also do the same thing in your own state. Whether you are from Bauchi, I don't give a damn. Whatever state you are from, as far as I know, that you are trying to put yourself in Rivers, your hand will get burnt and you will never sleep in your state." Those are the words that Wike gave that is making northern elites to get worried. And of course, Ogoni people, Ogoni group have given the president 14 days ultimatum to act now, all on Yesom Wike. Let's quickly run through the news as well. Now, according to the news, the Ogoni people, the Ogoni Development Drive, ODD, a socio-political group, has given 14 days ultimatum to the National Working Committee, NWC, of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to resolve the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State. ODD expressed serious concern about the situation and called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address the action of the Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister Yesom Wike, whose recent remarks they believe could exacerbate national tension. Now, according to the news, the statement was signed by Comrade Suleiman Leno and Barrister Celeste Nikiri. ODD warned that if the crisis in Rivers State is not resolved, they would actively oppose President Tinubu's re-election campaign in 2027. They urged the president to either take disciplinary action against Wike, whom they view as a major issue for the people of Rivers State, or to remove him from office. The group accused Wike of misusing state funds to support the PDP during his tenure as governor rather than relying on his personal resources. And the statement also cautioned that if Wike continues to make derogatory comments ODD would organize widespread protests across Rivers State, they have issued a 14-day deadline to the PDP leadership to address the issues within the Rivers State PDP and to stand by Governor Fubara. Now, additionally, ODD demanded that Governor Fubara ensure Wike provides full financial account of his 8 years as governor, citing Wike's previous allegations against his predecessor, Rotimi Amechi, of leaving behind an empty treasury and failing to provide a handover note. They criticized Wike's recent threat of violence if state governors intervene in Rivers crisis, interpreting this as a sign that Wike is not interested in peace. The statement concluded by condemning Wike's lack of sensitivity, particularly as his focus on the 2027 elections comes at a time when the nation is facing significant economic and security challenges. These are the words of ODD, for short, the acronym meaning Ogoni Development Drive, ODD. And they're literally saying 14 days is what we are giving to NWC, that's the National Working Committee of PDP, to resolve this issue of making sure and ensuring that Fubara have all the full support he needs to make Rivers governable, if need be, all the structures he needs, because by virtue of the PDP constitution, the sitting governor is the leader of that state. What's going on? How come Fubara is still not the leader of a structure that the predecessor is holding firm, saying that he will not, over his dead body, not while he's alive, will he hand over the structure he built to another? And those who even intervened, he said, get ready for me. You dare not put your hand in my state and expect not to be burned. So literally, ODD is telling the president and also the PDP, act now. And for the president, act now, because whatever it is that is going on, you are going to come again, cap in hand, begging for the election or begging for the vote of Rivers people. Ogoni people are saying, if you do not act now, rein in on your minister or tell him to hands off on this matter. Come 2027, we will make a point, and that point will not be your re-election, but rather because you have allowed things to go south. And it's saying literally that the country is going through financial strain and it's going through security threat of some sort, and this is really honestly coming from a minister of this government. It looks as if he's having the backings of the president to say what he said. There's this thing about, if it's coming from your home, they should be able to tell him, look, that was on a very insensitive side. But the people everybody is screaming, Wike, oh, government speak, PDPs rise up, everybody just say something. But it's not about saying something really, it's about doing something. Enough have been said about this issue of Wike sanction, Wike do this, Wike do that, or penalties should be given, suspension should be. The question is, have they acted? Wike keeps giving them back-to-back evidences that they lack. If they are looking for evidences, Wike is with his full chest giving you evidence. The question is, do you have the courage to act? That's what Wike is telling those in the hands of our friend PDP. Look, if you are looking for evidence, here is your evidence. But do you have mind? Do you have courage to act? Can you dare suspend me? That we doesn't need to say it, but those are the actions. But then again, what do I know? That's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in that conversation.
Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global